Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, December 9th. Hello from Las Vegas, Nevada, where it's probably not very early morning where you are, but it's pretty early morning where I am. Lots going on here, lots going on home. One of my little dogs had to go to the vet, spend the night at the vet last night, and if you know the little dog, you know that she don't do other people very well. So got her picked up this morning, and she thinks she was glad to be around somebody she knew, and everything's cool. Just a small minor deal, turns out, but being gone and the young lady looking after stuff for us. I mean, she panicked a little bit, and it's just part of it. Out here roping yesterday, I've roped really, really good. The preparation's been good. My body's really feeling good. I'm probably in better condition to try to win something than I've been in out here in years. And my goodness, it has just been one thing after another. Yesterday in the 13 finale, I stuck it on 3 of them, just about as tight as I can stick it on, and whipped it off the inside horn on all of them. All of them. Came back to the stall barn, jerked a dummy out, and kind of worked on things a minute. Nothing felt any different. Turned right back around in the key card roping last night, the 12. Just snapped it on 4, no problem. You know, it is a challenge to keep your mental attitude right. I somehow had always been able to do that, even with the alcohol and the late nights and all that stuff. You know, I try to keep my attitude good because I had learned that so stringently from rodeoing. Now, with the good Lord in my life and these books every day, it's a lot easier. It doesn't make the losses any better, doesn't make taking those any nicer, but it does fix it so I can say, okay, where's the lesson learned? Where's where I need to improve? Where's what we do? Because we want to keep moving upward and onward. And you know, I say this about roping a lot, but it's a good lesson in life. It's a good lesson for life. Onward and upward. Keep your focus, keep moving forward, and keep looking upward. And that's what I have to remember. And I'm going to go do the very best of my ability. I'm going to go do what I'm prepared for. I'm blessed to have a great set of horses. I'm blessed to have a great team around me. I'm blessed to have great partners. And we're going to keep on doing what we can to be successful. But more than anything, we're going to try to represent the good Lord while we do it. And you know what? I think that's one of the most satisfying things that I can do is try to represent and be thankful and be grateful for what he's done in my life. And believe me, there were some days in the last year that without him I wouldn't have made it. And the least I can do is represent. Let's get into it. Jesus Calling for the 9th of December. You can tell I'm not prepared. I hadn't turned the page already. Be willing to go out on a limb with me. If that's where I'm leading you, it's the safest place to be. Your desire to live a risk-free life is a form of unbelief. Your longing to live close to me is at odds with your attempts to minimize risk. You're approaching a crossroads in your journey. In order to follow me wholeheartedly, you must relinquish your tendency to play it safe. This goes, I'm hearing scoffing out of the bathroom where someone is putting on their face, because this is exactly what we've been talking about. And this is exactly what we wanted to see what the word was this morning. You can never expect your ship to come in if you don't send anything out. Remember, I told you that. You cannot expect great results without putting out great effort. You don't need to be sitting on your butt expecting God's blessings. if you're not praising him, and if you're not involving him, and you're not thanking him for what's going on in your life. Let me lead you step by step through this day. If your primary focus is on me, you can walk along perilous paths without being afraid. Eventually, you'll learn to relax and enjoy the adventure of our journey together. As long as you stay close to me, my sovereign presence protects you wherever you go. I'm terrible to do it, but I'm going to tell you a little story. Last night, I probably got as close to winning a big check as I have been since I've been out here. Now, I've won a little. I have no complaints. But it was with the current WPRA World Champion, Annette Stahl. And if you don't know Annette is probably one of the most focused, most businesslike, most godly people that I know. And she was upset. I had never really seen Candace told me the same thing. That's what I was thinking when I said Candace. But I had never seen Annette really stirred up about anything. And she wasn't bad. Now, don't get me wrong. She wasn't throwing her ropes or anything. But when we rode out the back last night, she legged one in the short round. And we were like 19th call back or something. We needed to kind of come on with it. And I missed the start just a tick and roped the steer and kind of set him up over to the left. And she came around there and just set it down. Well, her rope didn't feel exactly right to her. And she said, I knew when I set it down there, I legged him. And she was just upset. It wasn't 10 minutes. It wasn't 10 minutes. I'm headed to the stall barn with my horse. I keep my horse on a different property here. And the text come from her. Let's see what God has for us tomorrow. Have a good evening. That's the reason that woman's a champion, y'all. She had her mind prepared to win. She did everything on less than stellar cattle throughout the day that she could possibly do. Come back and things just really didn't set up great. Maybe she made a little bit of a mistake. Maybe her header made a little bit of a mistake. Whatever it was, sure, it's disheartening. Sure, we want to win. Sure, everybody's got a ton of money out here invested in this thing. But she realized where her focus needed to be. She put her eyes on it, and she said, let's see what God has for us tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. That is the heart of a champion. That's sending something out. And no matter if it's today, tomorrow, next year, in eternity, she sent something out. Her ship will come in. Scripture it gives for this morning's devotional, Psalm 23:4, Psalm 9:10, and John 12:26. Your joy came first thing this morning. Put some love, some kindness, some forgiveness, some thankfulness with it. Take it with you throughout your day. You may bump into somebody that needs it, or you may need it yourself. And remember, you may be the only Bible a person ever reads, so act accordingly. Y'all have a great day.